I've waited so long for this, so finally I've done it. Finally I've done it. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, finally, last step. Okay, I just realized my battery is at 1%, so if I manage to shoot this entire thing, I've just got a new world record. This entire day was the worst week of my entire life. I'm just gonna put my Instagram story here so you can see it because I don't have the energy to tell you about it. To wrap it off, TGIF my ass. Having one of the worst weeks ever. Firstly, I slipped and fell on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I wear this stupid slipper that tore the skin off my feet. Fuck. Hey, the cherry on top, I booked a goddamn ticket for today when I'm supposed to watch it for tomorrow. I can't get a refund. I can't. Money's gone. Worse, my grades. And while I was setting up my camera, I just got my period, so life is not that good, guys. Besides that, so let me just go through a couple of things. So you have to read the lecture notes before you enter the lecture. Read the textbook. There's two kind of readings that they always give you. One is the textbook and the other is extra reading. They always do this, and with the extra readings you have to be extra careful. You just because they are mostly topic based and they tend to be a bit discursive in the way that they write. Tend to be very descriptive. So when that's the case, when you're reading extra readings, look out for the key topics or things that they're trying to describe, or arguments that they're coming across, because most of the time those arguments are going to be things that's going to give you the marks at the end of the. Those are the things that you're going to write in your essay that's going to give you the A's and B grades that you want. We all know if you want it, okay? And for lecture, when they give you textbooks, you have to read the textbook because it explains the theories in detail, sometimes way better than the professors themselves, so it's always good to read the textbooks before going into the lecture. When you're inside the lecture, you always have this issue of what is going on, confused, and main thing is how am I going to take notes in this class. And that's why I'm always talking about the three type of learners here. We have the kinesthetic, the visual, and the auditory, which is me. Auditory learners have to be there in present for lectures. They have to listen to the professors explain things, and we tend to understand things better when we try to explain it to ourselves or to our friends, which is what I would suggest for you as well. So definitely don't skip any lectures if you're an auditory learner. That's like a grave mistake. I've done that for 2 years of my uni life, and I suggest none of you do that. You're digging your own grave. If you're a visual learner, definitely get into the work of slides, writing mind maps. They're really good. You have to visually understand the concepts. Maybe even watch a video, and that's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I watch videos on trying to how they explain it. Crash Course is really amazing in it. They give you like a thought bubble. They go through all those. You can use them to understand the concepts way better. And then for kinesthetic learner, you have to move. You have to be always on the move, and you get really fidgety, and you make the majority of the population, surprisingly. So when you go for the lectures, do bring a friend along. I think it really helps that you have a friend with you most of the time, so they can like nudge you and like tell you like, watch out, look at the lecture, or someone who can help you with that. And it's like that Hannah Montana sequence where she tries to remember anatomy through dots.
And metatarsals then. I got some tarsals too. I'll put them in my shoe. She's down.
So you're gonna be like those people, you have to be creative with how you're gonna remember things. So you can take up whatever note-taking method that suits you, but the key is to experiment as much as you can in the first 2 years, which I failed to do that well. So it's only in the 3rd year that I've realized that I'm more of a person who likes to type than to write, because my hand aches after that. I don't want that, so I don't do that. I've tried mind mapping, which is really good, I must say. I tried mind mapping for one of my lectures. It was really good. I understand so well that topic, but it took too much of my time. And when you do mind map, it's like you're summarizing the points. Certain points were omitted. Not that good. It took too much of my time. My friends got more ideas than me. So, a disclaimer for mind maps. Mind maps for notes. So the method that I'm currently using is go to Word document, take my PowerPoint slide and or go to PowerPoint slides and export it into an outline only, basically extract all the words out of the PowerPoint slides and make it into Word document, putting all that Word document into one document, title lecture transcript, and then I put all my lectures, lecture 1 to 5 or whatever, everything on the same document. So when I go for tutorials or lecture, I can literally scroll up to see what it means. So just Control F, Control find the keyword, and it will explain it to you. And life is simple, sort of simple. And after the lecture, there's always this thing of reorganizing your notes, which a lot of people completely overlook. To these people who completely overlook that you are a dumbass. Here it is. You are a dumbass because that's what the problem is. Usually you really understand the things really well in the lecture at that time when you're reading the materials. When you're reading the materials, you always understand it so well. But when you leave the lecture hall, slowly the memory fades because first of all, when you're going for lectures, the memory stores in short-term memory. You only know the thing at that time, and when slowly, time goes by, you're thinking about other things like what am I gonna eat. So because of that, you obviously forget the information, forget certain parts of the information. Because of that, you have to organize your notes on the day itself, most probably, or by the week itself. So don't delay this process. Every week, at least try to get all your notes, organize that notes on that week itself. I've done this one time where I tried to just I'm gonna organize it during the recess, I'm gonna organize it before the exams. You're so stupid for doing that, let me just say that. Because when you push it all the way back, let's just say when you push it all the way back, you will forget what they actually went through. A lot of the information is completely omitted for you, so definitely don't do that. So go ahead and try to reorganize your notes on the day itself or by the end of the week. Highly advisable. So when you're organizing your notes, what are you going to take note of? Because this is a problem that I faced with personally as well. When you're organizing your notes, first and foremost, when you organize the notes, make sure they resemble nothing like the slides, nothing like what your professor had originally done, nothing like the lecture that you just recorded, nothing. It should resemble nothing like it, because if it's still in this original form, you have not condensed any of the materials that you just learned. So what you have to do is take all the materials, summarize it into your own words, make it more understandable without, of course, omitting whatever keywords, concepts that you want to memorize for you. Some preferable way to organize these materials is to organize it in an essay format, which is going to be really helpful if the end of the year your exams are in essay format. So it's going to really help you write them all out in essays. So you can just memorize essays and go to exam and regurgitate it, because that's easy. Or if you're not going to have that, you're going to have like MCQ kind of format, then put it then by topics, by mini topics. Go ahead and organize it in such a way that it will help you later. So that's what you gotta do. I personally organize some of my notes in essay formats, some of them by topics that they go through, some of them by the contents that the lecturer go through, because that's like a keyword. There's a reason why they put the agenda content at the beginning of the lecture, because they already have a flow of how they want to go through things, which could also suggest the flow that they want to see at the last step. Tutorials, always for tutorials, you have to read for your extra readings and you have to go for it. So I'll go through that next video. So if this video was anything but helpful, I'm so sorry. If this video was helpful, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, please follow me on please comment down below what do you want to see next, what was useful, and stay tuned. I will post more videos and even a study routine video, probably, because midterm's gonna come so soon now. Time really flies by really fast, so I'll go through that probably. So tell me what you want to see next, and hope you stay tuned. So thank you and